Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get the updates. Really excited for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Steven. Thank you so much, Steven. I really appreciate it. I was just kind of in the mood for a lighter ABV beer, or lower ABV beer, and this one is 5%. So I was like, well, that sounds like the one I'm going to go with. It's from New Park Brewing, which I don't know if I've ever had anything from New Park. And I think it's probably like a series of beers. It's called Blender. And this one is Mango and Peach. It's a Berliner Weiss sour ale brewed with, again, mango and peach. And like I said, 5% ABV. Keep calm at all times. Keep cold at all times. This is coming right out of my regular refrigerator. Share with friends. I don't know. Maybe my wife would like this. And it is 7 weeks old at time of review. I don't think a beer like this, there's much of a urgency to drink it super fresh, so I'm not worried about it. I did roll the can because I don't know, maybe I was kicking up some stuff. I really don't know anything about excuse me, this beer other than what the label says, so I don't know if stuff would have settled or what. But anyway, let's get into it. All right, it's not pouring over. I haven't released them, but I've had some beers, some fruit beers or fruited beers, pour over, or like not quite geyser, but like definitely overflowing with foam, and didn't release those videos, so I was a little nervous, but it did not do that. So it's definitely, the head is gone. I mean, the fact that it has adjuncts, I guess, isn't all that surprising. I think sour beers, especially with fruit, it just kills the head, so I'm not super surprised by that. Without the head, like if it did have a head on it, I mean, it is that like hazy orange yellow color. So like if you didn't know better, it could be a wit beer, it could be a New England style IPA. But yeah, definitely like a fruited with mango and peach. Like it definitely looks like that would make sense, right? Based on this color and the look of it. It's not like, pectin or anything like that in there, but definitely looks like, yeah, it has fruit juices added. Looks good. Let's get to the aroma. So the first thing I do get is that sourness in a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of that mango. It's not like the most overly ripe mango. It is kind of just like, you'd probably like cut into it and be like, I probably could let this sit for a couple more days. It's kind of like that, that level of mango, just to be really specific. And this happened with a mystery beer I did recently where it did not have passion fruit, but the elements of tropical fruit with that sour tartness made me think passion fruit, and the exact same thing is happening here. So clearly on my end, I'm associating sour tartness that is tropical with passion fruit specifically, which also makes sense because sometimes with like IPAs, people will say, oh, I get passion fruit out of this. And I very rarely does my mind go to passion fruit in that style because I'm like, well, where's the sour tartness that could come with it? So that's definitely something on my end, but it is tropical that way where I'm thinking passion fruit, but I just gave you the reasons why I think maybe not everyone would think passion fruit. The peach reminds me more of like actually the skin of a peach. Like if you just grabbed a peach and smelled it without opening, like cutting into it or biting into it, it's kind of that. So it's there, but it's not some huge thing either. And it does have this doughy bread element. So there is both, or maybe crackery. Maybe more crackery, but there is like a raw dough component as well, which I get in the style a lot. Sorry. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Steven. I like that. Like I was saying about kind of wanting a beer that was lower ABV, I was kind of like, I almost could always go for some big, huge, thing. And for whatever reason, I really was just kind of, maybe it's because I did a lot of physical activity or something today. I really was just kind of craving something lighter. And this hits that while not sacrificing lightness for taste. It does have a nice sour element. There is some tartness there as well. The fruits, very much like the aroma, they're there. It's beyond an essence of them, but it's not like some fruit explosion of a beer either. So it does follow the aroma that way quite a bit, actually. Yeah, and you get that, just like I got in the aroma, you get that mango first, and it's pretty unmistakably mango. Then they have that soft peachness. I do get some notes where I'm like, oh, is that passion fruit? But oddly, not as intense as the aroma. Like, based on the aroma, I would have, again, if I was doing this blind, I would have said passion fruit. There's no question about that. Whereas the taste, it's a little bit more obvious, like, or is that not passion fruit? Yeah, it's not passion fruit. But a little bit of an element there still in the taste, but not much. For me, nice level of sourness, and it's not too much. It's not too puckering or anything like that. It's really hitting the spot. Like, for whatever reason, probably because like tropical fruit drinks, when I drink a soured or a fruited sour beer, it really makes me think like, man, I'd love to drink this beer on the beach or like at the beach, on some water. And this is no exception. Like, this just seems like a killer beer for a really hot day and you're outside, having some fun. And again, just for whatever reason, my mind goes to being on water. Yeah, and it's cool too. Like, once a lot of it goes away, there is this mango, not mango water, but like mango. It's not seltzery. There's just like a nice. The mango lingers, I guess is the way to put it. And again, like all elements of this beer, it's not overdone. It's soft. It's pleasant. At about this point is when it's starting to get hard to tell that it is on my palate. So I think it's a pretty long, finish where I'm like still, able to experience it as I'm talking and haven't had a sip in a little bit. Yeah, this is killer to me. You got the great artwork as well. And yeah, this is just killer. Thanks again, Stephen, for sending. I really appreciate it. This is definitely, what I was wanting out of this beer. So that's always cool too, right? I mean, sometimes you get surprised in a pleasant way. Obviously, that happens. But like this beer hit how I wanted it to hit. So yeah, I appreciate that. So thanks again, Stephen. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.